We live in a world where silence has become uncomfortable. Whenever there's a pause in our day, we reach for the screen. We scroll, we swipe, we consume. And somehow, even after hours of watching, laughing, liking, and commenting, we feel strangely hollow inside. The world just gave us endless entertainment, so why does it feel like it took something from us instead of giving? Why do people scroll for hours and still feel empty? It begins with how our brains are wired. Every notification, every heart, every new post delivers a small hit of dopamine. It feels good, like a little spark of joy. But these sparks are shallow. They fade in seconds. And when they fade, your mind craves the next one. So you scroll again, you keep looking for the post that will finally make you feel something real. But it never comes. You just keep chasing that tiny burst of satisfaction that vanishes the moment you find it. This is not by accident. The apps we use every day are designed to hijack our psychology. They feed on our attention, the most valuable currency of the modern world. Each swipe is a coin you spend. And at the end of the day, you're left bankrupt of peace, of focus, of time. But there's something deeper than addiction. Scrolling gives the illusion of connection. It feels like we're part of something, a community, a conversation, a culture. We see faces, hear voices, and peek into lives that seem full and exciting. But what we're actually doing is watching life through a glass window. We're observers, not participants. We know their stories, but nobody knows ours. And that's why, after hours of being connected, we feel disconnected from everything that truly matters. We scroll because we're lonely. But the more we scroll, the lonelier we become. Psychologists call this the paradox of connection. Technology gives us endless ways to reach people, but fewer reasons to truly know them. You can message 100 people in a day, yet still have no one to sit with in silence. You can watch 1,000 smiles, but never feel one that's meant for you. Then comes the comparison, the quiet poison, while you're lying in bed, exhausted, comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel. Their vacations, their cars, their perfect bodies, their perfect relationships. What you don't see are their arguments, their insecurities, their debts, their doubts. You see the filtered truth and your mind forgets that it's filtered. You start believing you're behind, that everyone else figured it out, that you're not enough. And so you scroll even more, trying to escape the feeling that scrolling created in the first place. It's a loop, a cycle of emptiness, disguised as engagement. Over time, this cycle doesn't just waste your minutes, it rewires your mind. It shortens your attention span, steals your patience, dulls your curiosity. When everything is fast, your brain forgets how to go deep. You start craving quick pleasure, not long peace. You start consuming instead of creating. And worst of all, you lose touch with yourself. That's why after hours of scrolling, you don't feel rested, you feel drained. Your emotions have been pulled in 100 directions: anger, laughter, envy, desire, all in minutes. Your mind can't process that much stimulation, so it shuts down your emotional depths to protect you. That's the emptiness you feel. It's emotional fatigue. You've been feeding your brain junk food all day, and now your soul is starving for something real. But here's the truth most people avoid. We don't scroll because we're bored. We scroll because we're avoiding something. We're avoiding silence. We're avoiding the moment when our mind finally has the chance to speak. That voice inside you, the one that asks, "Are you happy?" The one that whispers, "You could be doing more with your life." The one that reminds you of the things you keep putting off, the dreams you stop chasing. We silence that voice with the sound of scrolling. It's easier to watch other people live their lives than to face the discomfort of fixing our own. It's easier to escape into pixels than to sit in stillness with our thoughts. That's why the screen feels comforting and exhausting at the same time. It hides us from our reality, but never truly frees us from it. The emptiness after scrolling isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. It's the soul's way of saying, "I'm hungry for something real." It's the reminder that no number of likes or videos can replace presence, purpose, or peace. So what can we do? You don't need to throw away your phone or delete every app. You just need to wake up to take back control of your attention. Start by asking yourself one question before you open an app. What am I looking for right now? If it's boredom, try silence instead. If it's loneliness, call someone instead of watching strangers. If it's inspiration, go create something instead of consuming endlessly. Set time boundaries, not because you have to, but because you deserve to. Your mind deserves rest. Your soul deserves space. Your life deserves to be lived, not just watched through a screen. Remember, every scroll is a decision. Every tap is a trade. And every moment you spend online is a moment you are not living offline. There's a whole world waiting for you. The smell of rain, the sound of laughter, the warmth of real connection. But you'll never feel it if your eyes are always on a screen. The emptiness you feel after scrolling isn't a flaw in you. It's proof that you were made for something deeper. It's your soul reminding you that meaning doesn't come from endless content. It comes from connection, from creation, from presence. So put the phone down for a while. Look up, breathe, feel, talk, live. Because life isn't happening on your screen. It's happening right now out here, in the silence, in the stillness, in the moments that no one can post or replay. Don't let your days become a blur of borrowed emotions and forgotten time. Don't let the digital world convince you that your worth depends on how visible you are. You are more than your feed. You are more than your followers. You are a living, breathing, feeling human being with a story far too beautiful to be reduced to a scroll. So the next time your hand reaches for the phone out of habit, pause. Ask yourself, what am I really looking for? And if the answer is peace, joy, love, or meaning, you won't find it behind the glow of a screen. You'll find it in life itself. Because the psychology of people who scroll for hours and still feel empty isn't about weakness. It's about hunger. A hunger for something real in a world full of illusions. A hunger for connection in the age of distraction. A hunger for truth in the sea of filters. And that hunger is your wake-up call. Don't silence it. Feed it with real moments, real people, and real purpose. You've spent enough time watching life happen. Now it's time to live it.